Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Erin's Book Club. Very sorry about the lighting in this, but it's been a super long day, and I don't know when I'm going to have another chance to do this, so I'm going to do this now. So I have another book review to do today, and that is from the Thoroughbred series called Ashleigh's Farewell. Now, first and foremost, I must say that I really do enjoy these books. They're a really good feel-good book. I used to read a lot of them when I was younger, going through grade school, and it kind of feels good to get back into it. But it's an entirely different experience reading these books with the little bit of growing up that I've done. First and foremost, I must say that for a contemporary grade school novel, the book is written really, really well. The characters are really well fleshed out. I really like that the parents are still very involved in the main characters' lives, to the point where, like, certain parents, like Beth, one of the mothers, who's a yoga instructor and who is, like, obsessed with fitness and stuff, she kind of gets on my nerves, but I think that's kind of what parents are supposed to do, which is another good thing about the book. That being said, this book I really enjoyed. However, the story again is about Glory, which Cindy had found. And it seems as though every story we have with Glory, Cindy and Glory are kind of getting pushed around and going through some pretty tough things. Before I go any further, this will not be spoiler free, so if you haven't read the book, read it and come back. But I'm going to read the back of it so that you understand kind of what we're dealing with. Glory is facing the biggest race of his career, and his jockey, Ashleigh Griffin, won't be riding him because she's going to have a baby. Cindy Blake, whose family owns Glory, hopes that they can find a new jockey and fast. But jockey tryouts are a disaster. First Glory bolts, then he tries to throw a jockey to the ground. Can Cindy help Glory get back on track before her dreams of championship are lost forever? And I'm going to say, it was a book that I really enjoyed, that was a simple read, that really took no effort to go through the conflict and everything else. The problem here is I spent the entire book really enjoying that there was no Townsend family. No Levita, no Brad. We didn't have to deal with the spoiled, rotten brats. I really enjoyed that this was one horse that wasn't part owned by Brad, and he didn't really interfere. And that all got ruined. And the end decision to save all of the other horses that the Townsends half owned with Ashleigh was to throw Glory under the bus, basically. And because they didn't want to give up all these other horses, Glory now is part owned by Levita and Brad, and it's going to be the same story over and 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 over again. They're going to take part ownership. They're going to work the horses too hard. They're going to get injured. Then they're going to have to be put out to stud. And I get it. I understand that this is a good conflict, but I'm sick of it. For once, I'd like a conflict that didn't involve Brad. Like, the cliffhanger at the end is because Brad is taking over Glory and behaving the way he always did. It's getting boring. It's getting tiring. And I have the next book, and I may read it, but I want to get over this whole Brad as a main conflict thing, because it's too much. Like, I'm done with that. But all in all, really enjoyed the book. You can tell that it wasn't written by Joanna. I guess the actual author is... Actually, it doesn't tell you until the back, because in the back there's two author bios. Karen Bentley. Yeah. Written by Karen Bentley, but it was created by Joanna Campbell, and you can tell the two writing techniques, but it's not bad. So, all in all, really good book. Really enjoyed it. But I'm getting bored of the same conflict over and over and over again. Sorry that I'm distracted, but this little guy has been getting into my other book that I've been reading. This is Edward. I introduced him in the last one. But he's my reading companion. Oh boy. He's very young, so he's all over the place. But I guess that's all I have to say, and I will let you know when I have another book read. Thanks, guys.